What up, YouTube? We're finally back. We're finally going racing again. This weekend we're gonna hit the it's a nightmare. They're calling it the Nightmare No Prep at Custom Tees Motorsports Park, and we're gonna go up there and give them hell on a radial, man. We're gonna show up on a radial. I've never done a no prep on a radial, but last time we were there the track was really good, and my problem was I had a slick and I just kept balling the slick up, and it didn't work out that good for me. But I got a brand new set of radials on there that we're gonna try out, and these are the ET Street R's. This is a 275 60/15, and we're gonna try it out. Now, right now we're out here just hanging out with Levi. It's Friday afternoon, and Brutus. What are you doing, Brute? What up? Good morning. It's race day. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm out here. I just got the stuff rounded up that I'm gonna be taking to the track. I'm gonna be loading this up after I get back from going to get some E85. I got a jug here and a jug here. The car is still pretty much full, but I'm just gonna grab that to top it all the way off to give us just that little bit more ballast. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing that I'm doing this morning is I'm just out here kind of working on the tune-up a little bit, and what I'm gonna try to run first round. Last time we were up there for their no prep, they scraped the track, but it was still nice after a couple runs. I was on a slick. I was hooking up too much on a slick. I was wadding it up real bad, so I'm gonna try to be kind of aggressive on this for what I normally would do. But I'm gonna show you guys my boost ramp, because I think this is the fun part of racing, is you know, seeing what works, see what doesn't work, and the technical part of it, not just watching cars go down the track. So I have a boost ramp set up it's a 3.5 second boost ramp, which is going to put me close to the 330, depending on how the pass goes. XYZ, it'll be a little bit before, a little bit after. I might lengthen this up a little, or lengthen this up even more, but we'll see how the day goes. But I'm starting with 4.5 pounds dome pressure right here, and then I'm carrying that 4.5 pounds dome pressure off of the trans brake for 3/4 of a second pretty much, and then I start ramping it in from 3/4 of a second to 3.5 seconds, all the way up to 35 pounds of dome pressure, and that should net me, I'm hoping, maybe about 32 pounds of boost, and without being on a scramble. So we're gonna try this boost ramp for the first round. We're gonna be coming off of the brake on at 3,900, and I might even go up to 3,950. And then I have a small launch retard that I'm gonna see how the track goes when we get there. We'll see when we get there, but I might bring this launch retard up, maybe even closer to 10 degrees, but make it fall off a little sooner, and see. We'll do that by ear or eye, whatever you want to call it. But this right here, this launch retard, is a good way to you can have a high rev limiter and then let off the trans brake, and then have a launch retard come in very soon, like 0.1 seconds after the trans brake, and then pull a bunch of timing out of the motor, and then that'll slow down the wheel speed. It'll help that tire grab. It'll let the suspension rock, get your anti-squat going. It'll shove the tire into the ground, and then you can have the launch retard come in and kind of lug the motor down for a second and get that thing to plant and dead hook. That's the idea of this, or some of it. And it'll also help you spool a turbo too. It'll light the fucking turbo off, having your timing retarded a little bit coming out the hole. So that's basically the tune-up that I'm going to try. I'm going to try about a 3.5 second ramp, which is, you know, pretty soft for a radial. And we're about to head to the gas station and go and get some E85. And shortly we'll be loading up, and we're gonna be rolling out at about 11 o'clock this morning. It's about a two-hour drive, I think. So, all right, fellas. See you guys in a little bit. Come up here and get some fresh pump E85 streetcar stuff. I'll drive up here when I come to get it. You know, any other time. One of my buddies, he has a storage unit where we hang out right behind this shop. This is actually the gas station we met at when we raced McGrady. But anyways, yeah, get some fuel. Gonna get some fuel for the White Buffalo as well. And head on to the track in a little bit, man. Hope that we run good today. Perfect. Alright guys, we just got fueled up. Oh shit, sorry about that. This fucking camera thing kind of sucks. Yeah, so we just got fueled up. We're getting on the fucking road. It's about 11:05 right now. And you know, I kind of like to take my time when I'm going to the track, man, because my truck is an older truck. And you know, so I just figure in that I'm gonna take an extra 30 to 45 minutes to get to the track. Man, we just got unloaded, just letting these turds warm up a little bit. So we're just letting them warm up a little bit right now. Some heat in the oil.
Alright, so we're at the track. It's been a really shitty day. Haven't fucking filmed hardly anything. So went up, did a first pass. It spun. I think that I have those clips on top of the car. Look at Lewis trying to get in. Look at him. Look at him. Now he's running away.
What did y'all try to bet already?
So we went up. Fucking first pass kind of spun. It wasn't terrible. I went up to make a second pass. I tried to line up with Clifford right here, and we just didn't line up very good at the line. Shit happened.
1-0.
Long story short, I was on the trans brake for a while. I let go of the fucking button and then went out like 5 feet, and like my radiator cap flew off. Water went up like 40 feet in the air. It was pretty sketchy. I'm gonna try to get some pictures from the track photographer on that. And so came back, fixed the car. I had to replace some wiring. I zip tied the radiator in a little bit better. Some ghetto stuff. My bracket down at the bottom broke, so I got a zip tie going up to the grill right there, and then I got a zip tie down at the bottom. And then I redid some wiring. My CO2 line got messed up by the tire. It got smushed right here. I had to redo this wire right here. So I got everything temporarily in place. I got the radiator halfway in a good spot. This actually ended up getting loose. It was almost a really bad pass. So came back, fixed all that stuff. Drove the car around the parking lot, tested the two-step. Car sounded good. I don't think that it was a head gasket issue. We went up, we made a third pass. I do have a video thanks to S Blanca. S Blanca got us a video on that one because I was just trying to catch up and make sure that my shit was good. And car went down, it did a pretty good pass. So we just had the driver's meeting, and now I'm about to just go over the car one time and hope that it sticks like it did the first time and keeps the sauce that I put on top. So, all right guys, peace out. Guys, we're cruising back. They didn't go exactly as planned, but you know, when you run a race after an incident like what I had today, and you know, when you go and run someone and it's a side-by-side race the whole time and you lose by 0.06, I mean, that's not a bad race. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't be mad at a good race. We were both flying. I made a PB today. It definitely, I'm not mad on how shit went down today. You know, I'm a little upset because we blew out a header gasket, and that's the reason that we didn't go. We didn't make any more passes, but our last pass was flying, man. I'm gonna put that in here. And but even when I was sitting at the starting line right before I got on the trans brake, it was reading really lean and shit. And so I knew that I probably shouldn't have made that pass, but it still made a PB pass with a blown out header gasket. So I'm gonna get back to the crib. In the next couple weeks, we'll get the header gasket fixed. We'll get we'll nut and bolt the car. I gotta send my my C-clip eliminators and my axle out to get check the seal on it. It was leaking some axle grease today and smoking when I was getting on the brakes really hard, which they've done that before, but I got the other side done, and about a year ago, and I haven't had any problems with it since. So I'm sending the other side out, get them to redo it, and it's a Strange axle, so I'm gonna send it back to Strange, and we're gonna get that leak fixed, and we're gonna go back on a slick, and we're gonna go testing for dig or die. So hopefully you guys are still watching, and like I said, today didn't go exactly how we wanted, but we still made some pretty good passes. I'm gonna try to put them in there and do some commentary over it or whatever. The car ran pretty good. I was hoping to get a little bit more mile per hour out of it. We hit our 130 mark though, which is dope. I mean, I say I hit it. I mean, it went 129 to 0.8. God damn. It didn't go 130, but I'll be honest with you, 129.8. So, I'm on the way back to the crib right in front of us. That's Big Scrimp right there. He actually ended up blowing something up. We don't know what it is. I think it's torque converter. He thinks he's pretty certain it's his transmission. Something happened to his shit. It didn't work out. But there's a race in 2 weeks in Delaware at US 13. We're both supposed to be going, and so he's gonna get his shit fixed. I'm gonna get my shit fixed, and we'll see what happens. The car was definitely making some competitive numbers today. So we'll see what happens. What up? I just figured I'd film a little outro real quick, about a minute. So 757 ended up taking home the win for that shootout again. Clifford ended up taking the W. It was kind of a crazy turn of events. The Fox that I ended up racing, him and Clifford ended up in the finals. Clifford just had a really lucky day, to be honest with you. I mean, he probably was going to win or be very competitive anyways, but he, the first car that he raced, I think like left or didn't stage right or something like that, so he went on into the second round, and then he drew the bye into the final basically. So once he drew the bye into the final, shortly after that, the guy that was in the final with him had a family emergency, and he had to roll out. Like, so Matt ended up getting the fucking pot, you know, which is cool. I mean, that's racing, you know. Like I said, it was such a good race, me and the Fox. It was just a 0.06 margin. I just had a little bit of tire shake, and that cost me the race on that one. I mean, it's hard to beat a notch turbo Fox body. I mean, they're fucking light and fast, and my shit's heavy and kind of fast. So that's what happened. 757 took another bag home. So I wish I would have got some footage of Clifford doing some hits, which he likes to kind of keep his shit on the down low anyways. He does a lot of grudge racing, which is respectable. You know, you just respect somebody when they ask that of you. You know what I mean? If they don't want their stuff out there, then you don't put their stuff out there. You just don't. But that's what happened. I blew out a header gasket, and I got a little bit of maintenance to do in the next couple weeks. And hopefully we'll be racing again shortly. So peace out. Thanks for watching.